And we are live. Welcome to Counterculture Sports. I'm your host, K9, with my co hosts, Sipo, Brother Red, and Rhino.
Hello.
We are here.
What's up?
Let's get it. Yeah.
Yo,
Oh,
Mark.
What's going on?
what's going on, Mark?
The gang is here. Mark is here. Goon Tape is here as well.
Goon.
If you're a tactical athlete looking for an edge, try some moisture activated Goon Tape. It's made from an ultra strong blend of natural and synthetic fibers to help keep you on target and in the fight even when the work gets wet. Go to goontape.com and use promo code antihero15 for 15% off your order. We are also sponsored by Crave Creatine Gummies. We all need creatine for a magnitude of reasons. It pulls water into the muscles for size and definition. It improves mood and brain function, builds up to 30% lean muscle, boosts strength up to 30%. Creatine is something your body makes naturally. It helps your brain and muscles get energy by making more ATP, your body's main fuel. When you take creatine, you give your body more power. That means you can lift more, recover faster, and stay sharp all day. Take 3 gummies a day. If you don't love the flavor or feel the difference, Crave will refund you with a full money back guarantee. Go to trycrave.com and use promo code CC15. Thank you, Crave Creatine. Let's go. We got some comments already. MGB, is that tape for when you goon? Asking for a friend.
It will enhance your performance.
Mark comments, would you guys consider 3 of the 4 finalists in the NBA playoffs are small market teams? Alan comments, reporting live from the True Leaf parking lot.
Truly.
All right, so Mark, we'll get into the NBA talk, but we got to start with we're trying to be more structured and more professional now. So we gotta stay on topic. Alan comments, can Brother Red use his iPad?
I'm using it.
Haley comments, tapping in. Alan comments, 30 milligram couple rosin dabs. Oh boy.
Oh shit.
All right, so this
Overdoing it.
this Saturday was the first ever Netflix MMA event with MVP, the first pay-per-view they put on. I myself ended up having to pay the $8.99 to sign up for Netflix and so I can watch the card. I don't have a Netflix account anymore. But
Gave in.
I did give in. I can't use my mom's account anymore. It has a location on it. But Sipo, we'll start with you, man. I mean, what was your favorite fight of the night? Let's just start there.
Perry and Diaz. It was a hell of a fight, man. They went to war. I just didn't like the outcome, you know.
Yeah, they ended up stopping the fight after the second round. Diaz was getting cut up pretty bad.
He did take that heavy knee, man. That was pretty crazy.
I seen
was your
Nate
favorite
Diaz
fight?
made $500,000. He made 500, and Platinum Mike Perry made 400,000. I don't know if the performances deserve that much money, but Rhino, what did you think of the event?
To be honest, I think it was it was like a daycare show of UFC. I mean, it was
Yeah.
not really
Joe's versus
exciting at
Joe's.
all. And then, it was just a big act. And then the host was trying to fight every fighter that he hired for the event, so I didn't understand that either.
Red.
But I guess the Perry fight was definitely the best one.
Yeah.
It was terrible. It was awful. It was something I wasn't expecting much out of, but I was somewhat excited for. And it was just terrible. I mean, all the fights were, none of them were competitive. Like the prelims weren't even on Netflix. You had to wait for like the main card. So I don't even know if any of the prelims were good fights. I mean, Diaz was the only one that was like, somewhat competitive, but it looks like he didn't even really give a fuck. It's not usually where we're
Takes
used
a
to
lot of
seeing.
punches.
He's usually in way better shape. Like he's a cardio freak, and he just looked like he just came off the couch smoking dabs. And truly, then all the other fights were so lopsided. It was just, it was a grab, a show and tell grab back. They just got some big names against garbage
Yeah.
opponents, and they got ragdolled.
Yep.
What a
bunch of
main
Pros
event.
versus Joes.
100%. Yeah,
What a main
17
event.
seconds.
Just love a little simple, the softest leg kick in the world gets taken down, then armbar. It was just immediate. It's like they just showed up for a check. They didn't even care.
Fastest $20 I ever lost.
Oh.
I mean, it was just abysmal.
Well, it started off with Junior Dos Santos. I mean, when I looked at the payouts for all these other fights, I mean, they made out pretty well. Like if you look at Rousey, she made like 2.2 million for 15 seconds. Gina Carano made 1.5 million for 15 seconds. So I'm not that good at math, but when I did the numbers, if you go off of how many seconds she lasted and what she got paid, she made $100,000 per second she was in the octagon with Ronda Rousey. I mean, just crazy. But then you have Junior Dos Santos. This guy made $80,000 to go out there and get his ass knocked the hell out in the matter of like minutes by that that dude is huge, that Muay Thai guy, the Taekwondo guy, wherever the hell he was.
Right.
Ngannou?
No,
He
Dos
didn't
Santos
fight
fought.
Nagano.
Yeah, no, Dos Santos. I forgot the name of the guy he fought, but it was some Taekwondo guy, and he started
Yeah.
kicking him in the face and shit. And
Oh,
he only
so-
made
Dragon
80K.
That's
oh,
terrible.
poor guy. Poor guy.
They say the UFC don't pay. Like, how do you pay a UFC legend, a veteran, basically go out there and fight the younger guy and know he's about to get knocked out and just give him 80K?
Yeah,
Hopefully he got food stamps so he can survive.
Like brain damage for 80K. Like we know you're gonna get knocked out, man. The guy was standing the whole time with his arms to his waist. Like he wasn't even phased at all, It's like when you're bullying the younger cousin, got your
yeah.
arms sticking out on his head. It's awful. 80K.
Yeah, Dos Santos only made 80K for that first fight to get knocked the hell out. And I mean, you just seen it coming. Tristan
Right.
comments, sup guys? Yeah. What's up,
Yeah.
Tristan? Alan comments, JP. Lauren comments, what's up, Tristan? My Raiders play your Bills this year. Ooh.
Ooh.
It was sad, yeah, saying Dos Santos in there. Saying Yankees suck. I don't know. I think you guys are being a little hard on the pay-per-view here. I thought it was somewhat entertaining. I mean, I know only 4 out of the 5 fights didn't make it.
Wow.
I know only 1 out of the 5 made it out of past the first round, but man, even my son was excited. He's like, Dad, who's that guy Nagano? I'm like, son, he's the strongest fighter to ever fight in combat sports history. Ace is looking at this guy like the Hulk. Now, did they give him someone that was any competition? No. But it is somewhat entertaining to watch Francis Ngannou just beat the shit out of somebody and knock him out. You gotta admit, like it was somewhat entertaining. Now, the main event, everyone's calling it fixed. I mean, Ronda Rousey did this in the UFC though. She defended her belt 9 times in a row. She would tackle people and make them tap out with an armbar in a matter of seconds. I mean, it's not uncommon. So I was kind of expecting it, to be honest. So I wasn't too surprised by that. Yeah, I think Alan says K9 loved it.
K9
I think you guys are being a little hard on it, man.
I think you're like being like Skip Bayless or something. Just say the most outlandish stuff. Like, wow, it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it was great, but the worst pay-per-view ever. I mean, come on.
Oh, it's the worst. Like Francis, yeah, he knocks out people in the first round, but at least in the UFC, you saw him do it against competent opponents. Like Curtis Blades, like he made him look stupid, but at least it's like competition.
Rhino, what do you think about now that MVP is on Netflix? They're doing the MMA thing. Do you think Dana White is concerned at all? I mean, because Dana White had a fight night at the same time as this Netflix event. So they're already, this was the first time where they went head to head. Rhino, do you see where MVP is going to bring some competition to the UFC, or do you think this was just a one night thing?
I don't think you're gonna bring competition to UFC. If anything, it's gonna be like, I don't know. It's like wrestling. To be honest, it seems fake. It seems overrated. It just seems like Jake Paul's trying to do YouTube entertaining, with fighters, and he's promising them better pay. But honestly, like the entertainment from watching the UFC fights, a couple weeks before, to watching this, it's night and day, dude. I don't think I'll watch it again. Definitely won't ever put any money on it.
Yeah.
Sipa, what are your thoughts? You think MVP has any chance at taking over the UFC as the number
Nah,
one?
they have no chance. But they did have a few nice sponsors.
Red, what do you think?
No, I mean they don't have a chance. UFC's been doing this for years. I mean, for anybody to come up and threaten an organization like UFC, you need years in the game. You need
Oh yeah.
competitive fights. That's like if the G League has Michael Jordan playing in a tournament. Everybody's watching just to see Michael Jordan. Nobody cares about the G League players. I mean, that's basically what this card was. He put a few big names from the UFC, then
Yep.
everybody's watching it just for the nostalgia, just because it's exciting somewhat to see Ronda come back in the ring, but you just knew like it was going to be over in less than a minute, and it wasn't going to be much of a fight.
I think honestly, what would be exciting is if Jake Paul and Ngannou actually did box. That
His
would be
jaw broke
exciting. I
again.
would definitely watch that for sure.
Yeah,
I
Rhino,
don't
as
think
you
he-
brought up, after every fight, it seemed like everybody called out Jake Paul or Jake Paul called him out. I know Mike Perry said he wants to MMA fight Jake Paul. And I don't know if you guys noticed this or not. I mean, this is big news in the sports world anyways. As Ngannou was coming out to fight at MVP on Netflix, Dana White announced that Conor McGregor is coming back to MMA for the UFC. He's going to be fighting Max Holloway, a 5-round fight, Saturday, July 11th. He announced that when Ngannou was walking out to the ring because apparently Dana White and Ngannou have beef. Ngannou didn't want to fight for UFC anymore either. So they announced this at the same time to kind of create some controversy. But so McGregor is coming back July 11th to fight Max Holloway. They fought once previously in 2013. McGregor won by decision. Red, we'll start with you on this one. I know you're the McGregor. You're red. You got the red hair. You're Irish. Do you think Conor McGregor actually even comes back and does this? And how excited are you about it?
Well, I'm excited about it, but there's always a chance he's going to pull out. It'd just be nice to see him fight again, but I'd be lying if I think if it does go through that he's going to look good. I don't think he's going to look good at all. He's been partying and doing blow so long. He's fucking rich. I mean, if he takes it serious and trains, I mean, I see it being competitive, but also Max Holloway hasn't taken any time off and been disciplined, been training, and his boxing and kickboxing. I mean, he's top tier. I don't see McGregor just coming off all this party and no discipline and shit.
Coming off the couch.
Unless he's taking some super good vitamins, while he's out of the testing pool and just gotten some superhuman speed and strength now. I don't see it, but I'm excited to see the fight, and if it does go through, hopefully it's great.
Rhino, what do you think about McGregor coming back?
I mean, I think it's just a show, it's just an antic, just get viewers, get money. But at the end of the day, like I did watch his documentary on, I think it was Netflix before, and I really enjoyed that. And if he does put his mind to it, if he does train hard, like Red was saying, I think he'll be competitive. But there's a time past your prime, and I think he's past his prime.
Sipo?
Yeah, I don't think Connor's gonna look that good either.
Tristan brings up the comment, why is nobody mentioning the fact that we're going to see Max at welterweight? Yeah, so this fight is supposed to be at 170. That's pretty heavy for these guys.
Yeah, but it don't matter. Max isn't going to be putting on weight. That's not the type of fighter he is. He just probably
Where
don't
did
have
he
to cut
fight
anything.
Gaethje at?
I guess Connor doesn't want to lose his beer belly anymore, bro. That's it. Like, screw it, I'm
VP's
gonna
here.
keep this thing.
What's up, VP? VP's one of our best listeners. He
Yo,
comments, I
VP.
think Netflix is using MVP as a stepping stone to test their live event capabilities. Maybe the future home of UFC, question mark.
Mm,
Yeah, we don't think they're
I
competing
don't
with
know.
UFC.
Because the Mike Tyson boxing fight, that ran shitty for me through Netflix. Like, there were some problems. And
Yeah,
I
there
feel like
was.
more people
Yeah.
definitely tuned into that because there's a way, like, Mike Tyson's way more popular than Ronda.
Oh yeah, he's a
Just
legend.
overall. Like, if you're an MMA fan, you're a Mike Tyson fan. Not all boxing fans are
Oh yeah,
fans of MMA.
you're right.
I do remember when the Tyson Jake Paul fight was going on. I literally had to rush in the car to Alan's house because my Netflix wouldn't work. I remember like half of the people's Netflix wasn't working and the other half was, and I remember that.
Yeah,
All right, speaking of
Paramount paid a shit ton of money for the UFC. They ain't going anywhere.
yeah, nah. All right, speaking of things being on time, we had the NFL schedule release this week on Thursday. There was no NBA game. They shut down pretty much all the other sports for this. The schedule release was released.
It's important.
All the games have been released throughout the year. Full
Start
full
buying your
schedules.
tickets.
Yes, sir. You can start getting your tickets now. I got the little ticker on the bottom of the screen. Sipo loves it. NFL schedule release,
I
baby.
love it.
This podcast is moving on up, baby. We're making moves. Let's go.
Major moves.
Major. So the schedules were released. Now I have the top 5 hardest schedules and I have the top 5 easiest schedules. I'm gonna name them off, and this is going off of opponent average. Okay, so I know there's gonna be different lists and different teams on different ones, but this is for opponent average. So at number 1, who has the hardest schedule, you got Brother Red and I, Chicago Bears. Bear down. They have the hardest schedule if you're going off of opponent average. Their opponent averages is 0.550. At number 2, you have Rhinos, Miami Dolphins, with a
Damn,
0.542.
Rhino.
Yeah.
4-4 Dolphins, man. I'm 4-4 Dolphins.
Hey,
I
it's
didn't
good.
even know who to give them a win to. You know what I mean? It's just
That's good. It's a
that
good.
bad.
It's a good year coming up.
At number 3, we have Arizona at 0.538. At number 4, we have Green Bay at 0.538. And at number 5, we have the Kansas City Chiefs at 0.536. Rhino, how pissed are you about Miami being in the top 2 here?
I mean, I'm not pissed. It is what it is. I mean, you're not going to cry about the opponents that he gets in National Football League. But at the end of the day, like, was I wishing for a little bit of a cush schedule? Absolutely. But you know what? We didn't get what we wanted. And I'm confident in John Eric Sullivan and Halfley as a coach, to, propel a winning season or a somewhat winning season in our eyes as fans.
Red, how do you feel about the Bears having the toughest?
Well, I feel great. I mean, was it last year we were supposed to have the second toughest?
Yeah, I think so.
Ain't much of a difference. We're in the hardest division. Our strength of schedule is always going to be more towards the top. It is what it is. maybe we'll actually get a credit if we win the division this year with another high strength of schedule. Instead of everybody like going back and saying, "Oh, well, their schedule turned out to be not as tough." Well, it was before the season started.
Sipo,
What
your
did,
team's
Well,
not
last
on
year-
this schedule
Yeah, that's a good thing.
or on this list. How do you
they got
feel
a
about the
cake
Eagles
schedule.
schedule?
I mean, it's pretty favorable. We should be able to make the playoffs.
You guys do play the Bears this year, though.
Yeah, week 4, I believe, right?
Yeah, pretty sure. All right, so
Hold
Sipo,
up.
since your team's not on this list, but let's go to the easiest. We got the top 5 easiest schedules off of opponent average. At number 1, we have Cleveland with an opponent average of .429. So the Cleveland Browns have the easiest schedule in that aspect. At
They'll
2, we
still
have the
fuck it
Nolan Saints at .434. At 3, we have the Bengals at .450 opponent average. At 4, we have Atlanta at .465. And at 5, we have Indianapolis at .465. So you have 2 teams here in the NFC South, the Saints and Atlanta, probably because of the weak division. Obviously, they're both going to be on this list. Sipo, out of these 5 teams that I named that have easy schedules, is there any team that stands out to you that could take advantage of it?
Oh, yeah. The
Who you got?
Cleveland Browns.
Whoa, I was expecting to hear the Bengals. Why?
Not my pick.
They got the easiest schedule.
Shador's going to be in another Pro Bowl.
He will be if he starts week 1.
MGB comments strength of schedule is bogus. It's based on last year's teams that do not exist. Yeah, I think that's partially true.
Agree with you.
That's partially true. I mean,
I do agree with that.
not every team that was good last year is going to be good this year. That's correct, but I mean, some of them are. PK comments Giants over Philly.
Can't wait to see it.
MGB Saints. VP comments Raiders beating the Dolphins, led by the only version in Las Vegas.
Man, that's like
Fernando
our only
Mendoza.
win for the season. No, I'm kidding. I see us upsetting a couple good teams this year, to be honest. I definitely know one for sure.
What's crazy is that the Cardinals and the Dolphins have a harder strength of schedule. Like,
Yeah.
they're going to be in an ultra tank off.
I believe it was smart for Cousins to be the open day starter.
Yeah, I believe that was smart.
Yeah, I do too. I think they should just let Mendoza sit all year.
Kirk Cochran.
But
MGB.
honestly, back to the schedule thing, I think if Atlanta can figure out the quarterback situation, I know they got 2 on the team, and he's either really good or he's really bad. But I think him playing in the dome, no weather conditions affecting him. I think that schedule advantage could play in their favor to where Atlanta could surprise a lot of people. I mean, they got the weapons, they got everything around them. Just to see if this coach can take advantage of having a cush schedule and figure out if they can get some wins or not.
Right.
VP comments he thinks Mendoza will be in by week 6. The team I'm looking at is the Bengals here. They have the 3rd easiest schedule in the league. Joe Burrow should be coming back. I think their defense is going to be a little bit better. I think they could take advantage of the weak schedule. I like the Bengals on this list, but so the schedule was released. They released all the games. We looked at the schedules, and Brother Red, we'll start with you. If you could pick one game out of the whole schedule release, any team, any game, any day, any time, any place, Brother Red, which game would you pick to go to if you could?
Bears, Packers, Christmas. As Chicago.
Yeah.
Got to.
No, 100%. 100%.
It's kind of like playing Russian roulette with like 3 in the chamber. Though, it's like gonna be the best Christmas ever, or like you're fucking ultra pissed off that Christmas. It's just one of the two.
Right.
It's like a coin flip on who's gonna win that game. And if you look back 10 years from now, like 10 years ago, I don't remember Christmas, but if the Bears beat the Packers this year on Christmas, 10 years in the
Remember
future,
that.
I'll remember that day, and especially if I was there at the game. Oh, I'd like, yeah, I got so loaded. I probably got like a PI or something. Like that would
They
turn
get kicked
into
out the game.
like a legendary moment. It's a story you're gonna be telling before you pass away. That's the only story you're gonna know, and everybody's gonna hear it 100 times.
Yeah. All the grandkids.
Yeah.
Sipo, if you could pick one game to go to, which one and why?
I'm going to Thanksgiving Dallas versus Philly.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Where's that
that's
gonna be at, in Dallas?
definitely a good pick.
Yep.
It's always in
You
Dallas.
know they always give it to Dallas.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
'cause God
I
watches
figured. I just wanted to
Just
make
like
sure.
Detroit, it gets it in Detroit.
Always Dallas and Detroit.
MGB comments Saints versus Steelers in Paris, croissants and cafe.
Ooh.
Oui.
Ricky Booby.
Now, I obviously I wanted to do the Bears Packers too on Christmas Day. I mean, as a Bears fan, come on, what's better than waking up on Christmas Day watching the Bears beat the shit out of the Packers, bear down. I mean,
Opening
that's
Christmas
just great.
gifts and then going straight
Yeah,
to
I
watch the
mean,
game.
come on. I mean, not only that, but it's sweet 6-pound, 8-ounce baby Jesus birthday, baby, and the Bears get that dub. Oh God, it'd be a great Christmas, baby. So that was mine. But since he picked that one, I'm gonna pivot to my second one. My second one that I picked because I figured my brother would pick the Bears on Christmas. I want to go to the Rams and San Francisco 49ers game Friday, September 11th. It's going to be in Australia. I just want to go to Australia. And that's the main reason why. It's not really necessarily the teams, even though I think it's going to be a good game. My dad was in the Navy, and he told me Australia is where he had the most fun, hottest women, prostitutes everywhere. I mean, let's be honest here. I want to go to Australia.
PG-13.
Yeah, I want to go to Australia. So that's gonna sum up my answer. Rhino.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. Who would want to go to Australia?
I think honestly, the game I'm gonna pick this year is December 13th, Miami versus the Bears in Miami. Most definitely gonna get a win. And me and K now we're gonna put a bet on it.
Ooh.
So when my Dolphins beat the Bears, because they can't handle the heat, you know what I mean? They're gonna be in South Florida sweating, dying. Caleb Williams' fingernail paint's gonna be melting off his fingernails. So when they beat him, you're gonna go to a nail salon and get your fingers painted. Any color I want, any design I want. You're gonna represent Caleb Williams the whole time, wearing his jersey while you get his nails done.
We talked about this week because I presented him with the question for the podcast. As I said, we're trying to be more professional now. I'm sending questions to you guys throughout the week as I think of them. And that was the game he picked, and he said he wanted to bet, and that was the bet, is that if the Dolphins beat the Bears, I have to go get my fingernails painted like Caleb Williams. I think the Bears are going to win this game, so I'm not as scared, but part of me is like, oh, shit, if I do this, I'm going to have to walk around looking like a fucking fairy. I'm going to use the word fairy so we don't get canceled. This could be bad.
Should be heavy favorites.
This could be bad. I'm very nervous about this. We haven't talked about what he would have to do yet, but
Ooh.
we could come up with something.
As long as they don't get me kicked out of my house, man. That's it. Or in jail.
We got to be careful.
Those are the only limits and rules there.
Yeah, get a tribal tap on that left
Oh
arm
my god.
for the legendary Tua.
Nah, man, he's not even on the team anymore.
That would
Get
be
one
good.
of those ones that last like a month or whatever that they do or something.
Oh, henna.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I know.
to a tribal tat.
Mark comments, when I was in Australia, I saw a kangaroo punch a tourist.
Oh yeah, you don't want to mess with them kangaroos.
You got to take a boxing class before you go visit Australia.
We have a lot of guys in the comments here, like at my Australia pick. BP says that's why they call Australia down under. So Rhino, that's the game you would pick, huh?
Yeah, we're going to it, right? You gonna come?
I about to say he said he was going. He
Oh.
was definitely going this year.
You
I've
have
never
to.
been to a Bears game. I never have. I've never
Well,
really
let's
been
make
to
it
a
happen, man.
professional
Let's make it happen.
NFL game. Sipo, you gonna
Yeah.
come too? What's up? You might as well ride with us.
What day is this again? What Sunday?
December 13th.
Hell, that sounds like
I think
plenty
it's a
of
one.
time.
Yeah, it's definitely a 1 o'clock game Sunday.
Oh, perfect.
That
Be
sounds
nice
like
and hot
plenty
for
of
them.
time. Brother Red coming down.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's around
you know,
Christmas time.
They
Yeah.
might be giving away tickets at this point.
Maybe. We'll see.
It's late in the season, so you never know.
You never know. The Dolphins might be undefeated, and I don't want to go to that
Could
game.
be. Could be.
Willis. They got
Yeah,
Malik
Willis
Willis,
could've
man.
got
They
injured.
just
Yeah.
re-signed Achan, right? Rhino? You were telling
Oh
me?
yeah, they got a big contract on A-Chain. We signed our guy. We solidified him. We got him for 4-year extension. Big money. We paid the man, so very happy about that.
Third highest running back.
Yeah, he should be happy too.
Is
Yeah.
he a
We
first round lock? Fantasy?
I think he is. I would take him first round, no doubt. I mean, the guy scores points.
And he's going to
He
be
runs
having
touchdowns, catches touchdowns,
Yep.
passing yards, rushing yards.
Mhm.
Yeah,
In a
I don't know if
PPR
there's going
league,
to be
that's a
many
no-brainer.
touchdown opportunities.
Oh, y'all do got.
He made some touchdowns last year, and there wasn't very many opportunities last year either.
Yeah, but
You
I
saying
could have
Tua is
named
better than Malik Willis?
I could have named probably a handful of players on that team last year. I don't think I can name any this year.
Well, you know what? Those guys tend to surprise people.
Yeah,
And
those guys
honestly,
get
if we're
stolen
gonna
from
get
practice squads.
serious with it, I think they marched into Green Bay and they beat the Packers.
I hope he did.
Yeah, that's music to his ears.
But 100%,
Yeah,
the
I think he
Bears,
did
that's
too.
a
Let's
no-brainer,
speak
dude.
in
That's
his
going to be a
wisdom.
big money line. Bears are going to be heavily favored, and the
Really?
Dolphins are going to upset them.
Mark comments, who's quarterback for the Jets? Geno, right? Geno Smith?
Geno.
Well, I believe Russell Wilson was talking about him.
Ooh, dangerous.
Dangerous.
MGB
He needs to
comment,
go to coaching. He needs to give it up.
my Saints play the Bears on November 22nd. Wager K9. Oh, yeah. As we get closer to that, now I'm more worried about that game than I would be the Dolphins one. I don't know if I want to wager a fingernail painting on this one.
I can't
Saints are a
wait.
little bit better than the Dolphins, at least. Walrus, yeah.
Wow.
Hey, I did a podcast with Walrus yesterday, and he brought up the moment when you guys picked the Lakers against Houston after he picked Houston against his own team and how his face lit up. I'm like, dude, that's one of the best moments in counterculture history. He's like, yeah, I've never gotten so excited in my life. And they were right.
He wasn't expecting it.
No, he wasn't. His face
Especially,
lit
I was
up.
talking mad shit about the Lakers.
Yeah.
You just didn't realize how much more I hate Kevin Durant.
Mark comments, will
Well,
Danny
loser.
Dimes be ready with Colts? I don't know if he'll be
Yeah.
ready by week 1, will he?
No.
We'll
That's
see.
the best team for the strength of schedule. That's one that's going to surprise everybody.
You think? Will they start Anthony Richardson, I guess, until Dimes is ready?
It don't matter who they start because they're just going to hand it off to Jonathan Taylor. So it really
Exactly
don't
right.
They
Exactly
should.
right.
matter. Just
I was
probably
sleeping
anybody
on him
but
last
Anthony Richardson because he'll lose a game for you. Like get somebody from JV high school that just only has the confidence to hand the football off.
They're going to start Riley Leonard.
I mean, like
Might
that
as
Bears
well.
game, I remember the Colts. Like Anthony Richardson was trying to give us that 1 year. It was terrible.
And seriously, guys, do you think Dolphins are going to be the worst team in football this year?
No,
Or do
Cardinals.
the Arizona Cardinals have that on lock?
I think Arizona. I think
Okay.
Arizona.
Think Carson Beck's going to start for him?
I can see
I
Beck
believe
starting a
so.
game or two. Yeah, towards the end of
Yeah.
the year. I mean, because you have Brissett and Minshew. You know what you got with them guys.
Yeah.
Nah, you gotta roll out Brissett. If they're trying to tank from the first week, start them. But if they're not trying
Yeah.
to tank and develop a quarterback, Jacoby, he's fine.
Now,
Like,
Jordan
you want your
Love,
rookie to learn.
are you staying away from him in fantasy?
Always.
Because I'm staying away from him too.
I mean, I'm not just shitting on a Packers player, but their offense tends to love running the ball.
All right.
Packers wide
right.
receivers. I mean, there's no really clear guy, I would say.
I meant
They
to say
lost
Jeremiah
Dobbs, too.
Love.
Kraft is going off, but he's coming back after this injury. We don't know if he's going to be the same
Right.
dynamic receiving threat. Then you have Josh Jacobs, which they love giving him as carries.
I'll definitely take a look at Watson though. I like him.
Yeah, I mean they did lose Dobbs too, though. The guy that would
That's
wear
true.
that huge helmet, it looked like a freaking
The
Martian.
padded helmet. Yeah.
And he's the touchdown guy, really.
Yeah, he was.
He never really gets much yards, but he always squeezes in like a receiving touchdown.
And as you
Yeah.
said, Kraft. I think Kraft is going to be out a while because he tore his ACL like at the end of the year, so he's probably not coming back until the end of the
Like
year.
Parsons, we don't know how he's going to be when he comes back. Green
True.
Bay had a great defense last year, and they didn't really have to pass much. And I think it'd be kind of similar to last year.
Right.
They're in a lot of games if they can put up 14 points.
Yeah.
Mark comments, I'm going to ride King Henry one more year in my keeper league.
Ooh. Yeah, I have him in my keeper league too. I'm trying to get rid of him.
No, you
So
got to trade for value. Got to reset.
So speaking of fantasy football, though, we are planning on having another show once a week. So Counterculture Sports, we're probably going to expand and have 2 different shows every week. One of them is going to be fantasy football. One of them will be just the regular sports talk as well. So that's in the process too. As we're trying to get bigger, we have more members on the show. We're going to be splitting up. We're going to be doing shows together. But this is the team. This is the gang. This is solid. We all got initiated. We're in. We're ready.
Blood pack.
Walrus, Jets are always in the running for worst team. Should give Arizona a run for their money. Yeah, we didn't really consider the Jets here, but I think the Jets are going to be
It's
better
just-
this year.
Jets can't be any worse. They broke the historic. What was it? The only team that's never got an interception the whole season.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I've
Hasn't that
never-
never
and having
happened before.
a defensive coach as a head coach.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's just terrible luck. You know, like it don't matter how bad you are. It
That's
could have been a
crazy.
college team playing in the NFL, but get a pick off a deflection or something. I mean,
Yeah, the water boy could have got a tip
it
off.
just seemed like anything that could have went against them did. Injuries, but
Yeah, that definitely.
it can't really get any worse for the Jets.
Walrus
wishing
just
too
gave us
much
an
luck,
idea
right?
right there. Fantasy Fridays. That could be our day and our name. Fantasy Fridays. That's not bad. I like that.
Sounds a little provocative there, bro.
VP.
Adam and Eve sponsor for that one.
I'm like I'm going to
VP.
a rave.
Yeah, Fridays is a tough night too. That's usually when I go out and drink too. So if I do a show, it'll probably be exciting. I don't know if you'll get the best fantasy advice though.
I mean, you might get a little pregame on, go crazy, take Jeremiah Love with your number 1 overall pick.
I probably
AJ
It's
would.
just a
Brown.
tragedy that he went to the Arizona Cardinals, to be honest.
VP's talking about Mahomes. He don't think he'll be ready at the beginning of the season. I seen the Chiefs. Now I know the Chiefs were on the top 5 toughest schedules, but their first 4 games are like against the 4 worst teams in the NFL.
What are you talking about, dude? They're gonna lose to the Dolphins.
I don't think Mahomes is gonna play until like
Dolphins
that
go
5th
undefeated.
game when it actually matters.
Okay, that's good.
MGB comments, did the counterculture initiation involve goon tape?
Of course.
Yeah. Lots of it, and Crave creatine gummies. Mitch, that boy Mitch. Yeah. My boy Mitch, man. Mark, 49ers, as much as I hate to say it, will be tough this year. Oh, yeah. They always are.
It's the power
Always.
plant.
Yep.
Always.
It's the
All right,
power
speaking
plant.
of tough, let's talk Eastern Conference Finals. I gotta change the ticker here. And then we'll get into the Western Conference Finals. So Eastern Conference Finals here. We have our Knicks, Bing Bong community stand up, our New York Knicks. They're going into this as the favorites too. They're minus 260 to win the series against Cleveland. We seen Cleveland last night dominate Detroit, Game 7 in Detroit. Sipo, how surprised were you to see Cleveland dominate like that, Game 7 in Detroit?
I was actually pretty surprised. I didn't think Cleveland was actually going to pull that shit.
Yeah, Cleveland's been rough on the road this
That's what
playoff.
I
I
was
mean, they've only
thinking,
won one game previous to
All
this
of
on the
their-
road.
Yeah, all of their games they won came at home.
Yeah. Choke.
That's pretty. Yeah, Pistons choked.
Red, what do you think? You had the Pistons winning this
Especially
series.
that Game 7, man. That Game 7.
Yeah,
they were
Game
sloppy.
7 at home. I mean, they just choked
Sloppy.
bad. Terrible. I mean, it's not like the Cavs were doing anything special at first. It was like they were both sucking. Then the Cavs started hitting shots, and they just pulled away. It wasn't even a competitive game, really. And that's just surprising for Game 7 at home. It's not even competitive.
Rhino, who do you blame for this? If you're a fan of Detroit, do you blame a certain player, the coach, or just everybody as a
I
group?
just blame personnel overall. To be honest, I wasn't surprised at this victory. I took the Cavs in 6. I was one game off, but you know what? The dynamic big mans that the Cavaliers have, they just overtook the game. If you really
Yeah.
look at it, man, their star players really. I mean, yes, Donovan Mitchell, he was making shots. He scored almost 29 points, something like that. But Harden had 9 points, I think, 7 points. But Mobley went for 21, and then you had Jared Allen going for 23. And they're all over the glass getting offensive rebounds. That's really where it started. I think, honestly, the Detroit Pistons need to look at their overall personnel and see what type of ball they want to play because the big men, they embarrassed them. Offensive glass, scoring in the paint, getting to the free throw line. I just blame the overall personnel and general manager at that point.
Okay. So going into this series, you have the Cavs here at plus 210. Going up against the Knicks. I know you're high on the Knicks though too. Do you think the Cavs have any shot at winning this series against the Knicks?
I think honestly, the first game, I think the Cavaliers pull it out, just like I do with the Spurs, because they've been off for so long. You're going against two teams that swept their opponents. They've had a lot of down days. They haven't been in a game mode, game scenarios. I think they take game one, but eventually, you know what, the Knicks win, and I believe they're going to win in 7. I think it's going to be a cutthroat series.
We just had some breaking news from Walrus. Thank you, Walrus, for reporting it for the show. He says Fox just got ruled out for game 1 tonight in OKC. That's a big hit to San Antonio. Wow. Starting point guard. Yeah,
There goes
everybody's
one leg off my
commenting.
parlay.
Everyone's commenting no Fox.
Got better
VP
odds now.
comments, Detroit is too young, but their coach Bickerstaff, coach of the year. Sipo, is Bickerstaff coach of the year?
Not after that Game 7 blown out.
Yeah, man, blown out at the Palace.
Yeah, bro.
The Little Caesars Dome or whatever they call it now.
It's not the Palace no more.
Still the Palace to me.
Red, what do you think? Coach of the year, Bickerstaff? They were the number 1 seed in the East.
No. That was just terrible. I mean, you can't choke that bad anyway. But it's a regular season award. They did get the number 1 seed in the East, so you'd probably get it.
Walrus thinks Cavs have a shot. MGB comments, Yanni and LeBron headed to Knicks. Bing bong. Oh my gosh, that would be
Miami,
That
bro.
would be
that'd be crazy.
Miami.
Mark
Miami.
comments, if New York wins it all, Sacramento going to look like shit. They can Malone. He wins it in Denver. Now New York coach. But the coach is not Malone for New York. Pizza. VP last year, nobody had the Pistons having the number 1 seed this season. Yeah, that is true. Honestly, my first thought of who I would give coach of the year was probably Missoula for what he did with Boston this year. But Bickerstaff was great too. I mean, they did have a better record than Boston, but Walruses almost lost to Orlando. Yeah, they did. They did.
What about the OKC head coach?
All right, so let's go around the horn here. Brother Red, we'll start with you. Knicks minus 260, Cavs plus 210. Who wins it? How many games and why?
Well, I've been wrong every time I picked against the Knicks. And since, you and your family are Knicks fans, I'm just going to pick against them again.
That's what I knew.
I'll take the Cavs in 4.
Whoa.
Right there, Cavs in 4.
I wonder what the odds are on that one.
Oh, it's got to be crazy.
It'd be a big payday if that.
Sipo, who do you got and why? How many games?
I agree with Brother Red.
Here we go. Both of y'all been wrong about the Knicks every series. Y'all are some Knicks haters.
We're
Bro,
just
they would be
picking
jumping
against
y'all
them.
outside the G, man.
We're just waiting for you to choke.
Yeah. Spike Lee, choke.
How many
Yeah,
games? How many games you got the Cavs winning in then? Don't say 4. Don't you
We'll,
dare.
we'll say 5. Gentlemen sweep.
Cavs in 5.
Rhino, who you got?
Like I said, man, I think it's going to be a cutthroat series. I think it's being a tight series. I think the X factor is going to be Karl Anthony Towns, as well as he's playing, as well as he's facilitating the basketball to the shooters. I think it's going to be the Knicks in 7.
I like that. VP comments, gotta go, fellas. But Sipo, tell these guys the Dodgers are so back. You and VP and your Dodgers brotherly love, I hate it.
What do you
God, I'm
mean?
so
Are
jealous
so
of it
bad.
too.
Yeah,
I'm
act like
so
they haven't
jealous
won a
of it.
game.
Sipo and VP have this Dodger like brotherly bond, and it pisses me off. God, I'm so jealous.
Maybe
MGB,
they met on the same bandwagon when they both hopped on.
Oh, bro.
MGB comments, Knicks in 6, bing bong. Walrus gotta run. Great show, gentlemen. Nick the gun guy comments Knicks in 6. Mark comments Knicks in 7. I'm gonna go Knicks in 6 here. I think it has potential to go 7. I would still take the Knicks though. I like the Knicks in this series. I think now listen, I know everybody's talking about Spurs, Thunder, how this is gonna be the greatest series maybe of all time and for many years to come. I'm not gonna argue that.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a
Those
good
two
one.
teams are probably on average better, obviously, than the Knicks and Cavs. But I do think that this Knicks Cavs series has potential to be one of the greatest Eastern Conference finals we have ever seen. And it's just storybook. I mean, you have Donovan Mitchell, Spida. He's from New York. He was passed on in the draft by the Knicks, wanted to go to the Knicks, grew up a Knicks fan. His dad played for the Mets. The guy's a huge Mets fan, huge Knicks fan. He wanted to go to the Knicks. The Knicks passed on him for Frank Nikiliana or whatever his name was. He's not even in the NBA anymore. And they passed on their hometown hero, Donovan Mitchell. You got James Harden. You know, I think this is his first time making a conference finals. He has,
Yep.
I think, maybe the most games played in playoff history up there with Karl Malone to not win a title. You know James Harden's going to show up. Will he choke and turn the ball over? Probably. I mean, then you got Brunson. You got the Knicks. Bing Bong community. They're in the Eastern Conference Finals. Knicks are hot. I love it. I think this has potential to be a great series. It's going to be show. I think there's going to be fights in it. There's going to be arguing. There's going to be passion. I think it's going to be great. But I do have the Knicks winning it in 6. The Knicks did win the season series against the Cavs. They won 2-1, which isn't a big deal. But as Rhino said, the Karl Anthony Towns aspect of it all, he's not the best on-ball defender, but if he can keep passing the ball well and getting boards, on offense and
Point
defense,
centric.
that'll make up for his terrible on-ball defense. Because Brunson, he's not going to play defense, but he's going to guarantee you 30 a game. So obviously the Knicks need OG to come back healthy. They need Bridges to keep showing up, and Mitchell Robinson or McBride. That they're one of them has to show up usually too, at least a little bit. But I got the Knicks in 6 in this one. I think the Knicks have a chance to win the title this year too, and I hope they do, man. Let's go Knicks, baby.
Cavs in 4.
5, man.
All right, we got some comments. VP, Brother Red jumped on the Dodgers bandwagon and it broke. Mark comments OKC in 6. NGB comments OKC will be out. Mark comments the Lakers need to get rid of Bronny. Damn, not Bronny hate. Come on. MGB, OKC will be out after SGA flops so hard he concusses himself. Go small market teams. Nick the Gun Guy, Bridges coming out party. Let's go. All right, so before we get out of here, I'm going to change it at the bottom of the screen. You guys, dude, Sipo loves it, bro.
All over it, bro.
The show's big time now, man. NBA Western
Until we-
Conference Finals preview. We got the Spurs versus Oklahoma. Game 1's the night at 8:30. Let's start with Rhino on this one. Oklahoma's favored to win this series, minus 260. The Spurs are the underdogs at plus 210. Obviously, we got the news from Walrus that Fox is out for game 1 tonight. Rhino, who do you have winning this series? How many games and why?
To be honest, like I said, with the Cleveland scenario, them coming out of play, I think OKC's been on the bench a little too long right now. I think the Spurs win game 1, and honestly, I think they win the series. I mean, in the regular season, they're 4-1 against OKC.
Yeah, 4-1. Yep.
So, I mean, what's going to change now?
Nothing.
So I'm taking them to win in 5.
Whoa. You got the Spurs winning in 5 against the reigning defending champs?
As long as
You heard
Wembanyama
right
doesn't throw any elbows and get ejected and then
You
miss
heard
a
him.
couple games, taking them winning 5.
SGA
from
just
Rhino
won his
first.
second MVP in a row too, right?
Yeah, but you know what? SGA is not 7'5" and blocks 10 shots a game. You know what I mean?
Tell
Yeah,
him this is the
he just won 2
playoffs.
MVPs in a
This
row
ain't the
though.
regular season.
That's all right. You can do that and still lose.
Wow. I'm surprised. I mean, on this podcast, I think I'm the only one that's ever had SGA's back. It's been nothing but a shit show with y'all hating on a
I'm not saying he's not a good player.
two-time
I'm just saying
MVP.
I
Two-time.
think he's going to win the series, and I'm saying they're going to win in 5.
But how could you say that's not disrespectful when you have the 2-time MVP and you're saying he's going to go down in a gentleman's sweep? Oh.
I mean, he went down in a gentleman's sweep during the regular season.
Red, am I? What do you think? What do you think about my argument here?
Well, I think SGA is overrated.
Oh, you bitch!
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I think Wendy should have won MVP over him. I think he's more valuable.
Yeah, I agree.
I would too.
I mean, but they're the Spurs and Thunder are similar teams, young, and they have depth. OKC's got a lot of depth. They got a lot of players that come in, play hard minutes, can score, play good defense, and that's ultimately how they beat the Lakers. I mean, LeBron's too old; he can't play the whole game. The bench outpaced the Lakers bench, but also those were some close and competitive games.
To the fourth quarter.
And Chet really kind of exposed the Lakers and their big man, but against Wemby, Chet gets his ass whooped. I mean,
I agree.
That's a lot of the factors that the Thunder have over other teams is Chet, but I think Wemby's MVP. He's going to be the new face of the league. And I got Spurs in 6. They're going to lose the first one, 1-3, lose one, close out in 6.
All right.
Depending on how long Fox is out, that's a big
Oh, yeah,
Big.
that's huge.
because they can kind of match up with the Thunder's depth. But if you're missing a starter, you're going to have to play your guys a little bit longer and somebody that wasn't getting minutes, some extra minutes.
We got a comment from Luis. He says that is disrespectful to the back-to-back MVP. Thank you, Luis. Alan says he can't see my eyes. My eyes are red because I'm pissed.
Well,
I
you know
like
what?
white
If you want
boys.
to please everybody, sell ice cream.
I like white boys comments. Brother Red, what's your opinion about PCA from the Cubs, Mr. Strikeout? Damn.
He's great.
Luis says LeBron is still him. He comments Chet got no chance against Wemby. He's saying Spurs in 4. He just said the SGA was disrespectful, though.
Well, he knows
Nick the Gun
Spurs
Guy,
agree with
F
that.
Wemby and Spurs. OKC in 5. Chet's coming out party. Woo!
Nah, dude. If
I'm
anything,
seeing his
Hardenstein's going to
fashion.
be
It might be a
in the
different
game
coming out
more than
party.
Chet.
Sipa,
They'll
who you
have
got
Perez.
winning?
They
Wemby.
need Chet to step up if they're going to have a chance to win.
Yeah, if they're even going to have a chance. And the whole
Sipa.
Darren Fox thing you're worried about, they got a deep
Yeah.
bench.
Like
That's the
Ryan
best thing
said,
about the
man.
Spurs.
I know, but
They
the Thunder have a deep
4-1
bench.
against them in the.
They were like evenly matched, but now you're missing a starter, Fox. He's an athlete.
Mm.
He can play good defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's-
Dylan Harper can start.
Yeah. But I mean, but you're missing him coming off the bench and adding that spark.
And you got Champagny. You got Keldon Johnson. You got, I mean, plenty of people.
Castle.
Yeah.
Castle,
Also, you got
Harrison
foul
Barnes.
trouble. SGA puts people in foul trouble. You're down a guy.
Yeah, true.
I'm less worried about the
I think
Spurs
it's
getting
more of
into foul
impact.
trouble than OKC getting into foul trouble.
OKC at home, yeah, that whistle's off. It's going off.
You heard him.
Sipa, who you got? How many games? Why?
I'm taking the Spurs and 5.
Oh, God.
Great
Bunch of
pick,
gentlemen.
great pick.
You're another
Smart pick.
disrespectful
No,
mother
no, man.
effer. How dare you?
Well, who you got?
How are you know OKC hasn't lost a game yet, right? And J-Dub hasn't even been playing. You guys seem to forget that. SGA just won his second MVP. He's the best player in the league for the second year in a row. His running mate hasn't even been playing, and they've just been destroying everybody.
But do we really think he's the best player in the league?
Seriously.
I mean, the guy has a great shooting percentage. I know he goes to the line a lot, but I mean, hey,
Who'd
it
you
works
start
and they
your team
win.
with? Who would you
That's
start
like
your
calling the
team with?
fat girl. She has a great personality.
Well, maybe she does have a great personality.
Wemby one.
I'm about to say, I think every team's taking Wemby.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
gotta
yeah,
pick.
that wasn't the question presented to me. I mean, yeah, if I'm starting a
Wemby.
team and maybe I
just
take
saying.
Wemby.
So that's the
Maybe
most
I do.
valuable player.
So that's the best
That's
player
the
in
best
the
player.
league. Yeah.
Just like
Every
we said
team
for
had a chance
NFL,
at one
why
player.
the
What team?
QBs always win MVP. If there's a fantasy draft in the NFL, who's going
Why is the
first?
Heisman always a quarterback?
Who's the first 10 picks off the board? The top 10 best quarterbacks.
I mean, I just can't go against OKC. I think it's going to be OKC Knicks in the finals. I just don't think the Spurs can keep up with OKC. I mean, OKC has some guy coming off the bench that's making like $1 million a year. He's averaging like 25 points. What the hell is his name? MJ something. I don't know what the hell his name is. That's how deep they are. I don't even know these guys' names, and they're putting up 30 points because J Dubs is out. I mean,
AJ Mitchell.
AJ Mitchell, thank you. Not MJ, AJ. And I can't go against OKC. I could see OKC winning in 5, but I'm going to go OKC in 6 here. I think the Spurs put up a fight, but there's no way. The only team I think that has a shot to beat OKC is maybe the Knicks because of how hot they are. But even them, I'm just
God.
I just don't see it. I don't see anybody beating
Oh, no.
OKC. I don't. They have not lost a game yet, and J-Dub's not even playing. Their second
You're
best
about to
player.
matchup
watch
terrible.
the Spurs
Knicks are
Next
dethrone
matchup
Oklahoma
terrible
City,
against the Thunder.
and you're about to see
Yeah,
the
I'm about
next
to say, they're
team
gonna
for
get
the next
swept.
5 years.
If anything, the
best
Cavs
team.
match up better with the
Yeah.
Thunder.
We
I
just
don't
thank
agree with
God.
that.
Yeah,
I don't
Carl
agree with
Anthony
that.
Town, like Chet would look like Shaq against them.
I don't know about that. Don't hate
Let's
on my
see if you
Knicks,
agree
man.
with my parlay, and let's give the people a chance to
Brunson.
lock it in and win some money.
Brunson
Rhino's
SGA
Lotto
with
parlay.
no defense.
Yeah, let's put it in, right?
All right,
hold
so
on,
we
hold on.
lost a leg.
Hold on, don't do it yet. Let me put it on the screen. Hold on.
You pulling it up?
Ooh.
Yeah, but you can talk
Pull it
about it.
up.
Go ahead, talk about it. I'll get it on
All
the
right,
screen.
all right. So we lost a leg. De'Aaron Fox is out, so we're at 5 legs now. So better odds, less money, better odds. But I'm taking Dort to get 4 threes. I think we're going to see old school Dort. If OKC's going to have even a little bit of a chance, they're going to need him to be draining threes. Keldon Johnson coming off the bench for the Spurs. We're going to take him to get 13 points. Going to take Stephon Castle to get over 1.5 3-pointers. Isaiah Hartenstein to get 12 points. And AJ Mitchell to get 5 rebounds. And $5 will give you $746.16.
Well, I was gonna put it on the screen, but I don't think I can do that right now.
Why not?
Wait, hold on, maybe.
Dang.
Come on.
You choked.
All right, hold on, maybe. Let's go. I don't know if it's big enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me get up.
Get that microphone glass in there. Put the link in the comment section.
I don't know how to do that either. Come on, man. I'm just learning how to do
We need
this
to send you to IT school.
You learn how to do the ticker. One ticker.
That's the tiniest parlay ever.
Hey, man. Now, I'll be sending some long ones, and they missed by 1 leg, so I'm hoping this one hits.
No,
I had to
he's
scrape
saying that
together
because of
pennies.
it. He's saying it because of it being tiny on the screen, not because of your parlay.
Oh, okay. I got
Hey,
you.
man, I can't be great at everything. I mean, I'm great at so many things already. I'm not great at IT. I mean, Sipo's more of the IT guy when it came to this stuff when we started the podcast.
Hey, man, we don't need you to be great. We just need you to do better.
Yeah,
All right.
Ooh,
Sorry.
the way you put that, right?
dang. Yeah.
Oh shit. All right, who you guys got tonight though in game 1? No Fox. I seen the Spurs are getting 6.5. Who you taking with that?
Spurs minus 6.5.
No, really?
I'll flip the spread. Yes, 100%.
Wow. With no
I should
Fox
have
either?
took my gut intuition last night when I was asking you. Think the Cavs got it? Nah, I think they're done. I was gonna flip the spread there last night too.
I've been on the Cavs the whole entire playoffs, and then for some reason last night I'm like, man, Detroit, game 7, they have the momentum. I told myself if the Cavs didn't finish it in Cleveland at 6, it's over, but I was wrong. You know how many
I'm
people
done
probably
asking your
lost money on
advice.
that?
Flip the spread on the Spurs.
You know how many people probably lost money on that because you were what 5-6-0 if you bet the Cavs at home. I bet people bet huge money on the Cavs at home because they were undefeated at home. They lost. And then you had Detroit where they were undefeated at home almost the whole entire playoffs, and then they finally lost at home. Man, I bet Vegas made some money on that, boy.
I was right about my pick last week with the Cavs winning. So I'm taking the Spurs, man. -6. Spurs are gonna win by at least 6.
Wow. Sipo, who do you got tonight?
I'm taking the Spurs as well.
With the
with the
6.5?
I'll take 6.5.
All right.
Dang.
Red?
Oh, Thunder money line.
Oklahoma money line?
Yeah.
That's where I would go too. I think
Oklahoma
Oklahoma back. I think Oklahoma wins this one. All right, guys. NGB says on whiteboard. Any last words, guys?
Cavs and fourth.
It's the outro. There it is.
Ooh. Bears money line against Miami. Easy money. Place your bets
You want to get
now.
your nails painted too?
Place your bets now before the money line gets even more.
Hey man, we're gonna have a
Right,
nail
I'll
party.
put them
I'm gonna
up.
play Pink Pony Girl for you, while y'all all wearing your Caleb Williams jerseys.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right, good show,
I'll tag
guys.
you in posts about the race between the Cardinals and Dolphins. Tanks.
thanks for
Let's go
tuning in.
Dolphins, baby.
Bear down.
Let's go eat.
Eagles easy.
Ow!
Malachi Lemon.
Hey, Heisman, baby. Malachi.